Saanich was rated one of the safest places to live, but that perfect name became a dangerous blind spot.
Because adults assumed nothing bad could happen. Nobody was watching the spaces where the kids actually hang out.
Welcome back to the Cracks in the Suburb. I'm Stella.
And I'm Bryan. Today we are stepping off the school campus and onto the streets. We're looking at how peaceful neighborhoods develop a false sense of security, creating unsupervised dead zones where teenagers gather without any adult guidance.
When a town has low crime rates and mowed lawns, parents naturally let their guard down. They assume that if a neighborhood looks safe, it is safe.
But suburban architecture actually makes it easier for youth crises to happen completely out of sight. In a 1997 study published in the Transactions of the Institute of British Geographers, researcher Rachel Payne explored this in her paper, Social Geography of Public Safety.
Her research details how suburban communities accidentally create hidden, unmonitored spaces like empty parks, dark trails, or dead-end streets where teenagers can gather entirely away from adult eyes.
Because these areas are geography isolated from the main roads, they become blind spots. Adults think their kids are just hanging out down the street, but in reality, they are operating in a total vacuum without any community presence.
To see if modern parents are aware of these blind spots, we sat down with a few local parents in our community.
We asked them honestly, do you think your neighborhood is perfectly safe for teenagers? And do you honestly know where kids hang out when they go out all night?
Honestly, you want to believe it's perfectly safe because it's a quiet neighborhood. We don't have major crime here. But if I'm being completely truthful, once my kids leave the front door at night, I only know the general area they say they're going to. I don't actually know if they are hanging out behind the dark corners of the park or down by the old train tracks. You just trust that they'll be fine, but you don't really see what's going on after dark.
That parents' honesty highlights the core flaw in the suburban safety net. Trusting that a neighborhood is safe shouldn't mean leaving dark spaces completely unmonitored.
When a community assumes safety based purely on a town's reputation, they leave their most vulnerable youth unprotected in the shadows.
Next week, we look at what happens when a crisis does occur in those empty spaces and why the teenagers who witness it choose to protect a strict code of silence over doing the right thing.
Thanks for listening to The Cracks in the Suburb. See you next episode.
Don't hurt me.